Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. It can be deleted and defeated, but it won't defeat you. Love that. Our next presenter, next speaker, is a United States Air Force veteran, and his name is Mr. Charles Matthew. He will come at this time, and as he is preparing himself to take the mic from me, he's president of Aaron's Pest Services. Put your hands together and welcome Mr. Charles Matthew.
Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I was glad to have the opportunity to share my story with being a prostate cancer survivor for over 21 years. And I had a family that had prostate cancer in the family for many years. My father, his brother, his uncle, everybody in the family like they had cancer. And so my father had 4 sons, and he told us early, as he was struggling with this disease, that one of us would be coming down with that. And so make sure we have all the tests and screenings that we need before it takes over. And I was the first one out of his sons to come down with this disease, prostate cancer. And some of this stuff started when I was in the Air Force in the service. I used to call myself the cleanest person on base because in our barracks we had showers, and I used to get these pains, and they said, you need to just have some SINS baths, take some medication, whatever. And so I had to go up to the hospital and bathe in a bathtub every day, and that was supposed to help me. And that was about the time I was getting out of the service. I was in from 1963 to 1967. When I got out and went to the VAs and all that to try to get some service from them, there was no record of me ever having any complaint or any kind of ailment with this prostate cancer. But luckily my wife was working with the government, so I had other insurances. But my struggle was just going on with all these doctors. And doctors were telling me this and doctors was telling me that. At that present time, I was with Kaiser, and they were telling me that this prostate cancer, the only thing you got to do is have this surgery after they did the biopsy on me, and you'll be fine. And so I went on and had it. I didn't really want to have it, but my mother said, your father didn't have anything. So I went and had that surgery. And it was fine, went down, everything was good. They promised me some things that would happen that never happened after a year. And then they told me about some other things that should be better, like your erections and things, and all that stuff didn't change as they told me. But in 2 years after that, the cancer came back, and then they suggested I have a radiation treatment. And about that time, I was just through with the doctors, so I started going to naturopathic doctors and using natural remedies. And I was drinking all kinds of stuff, making all kinds of mixtures, and eating all kinds of special nuts and fruits and everything. And but my PSA level was kept on rising, kept going up, and I was still going to these doctors, and they was telling me that, oh, you don't have that, or this, and this didn't make sense. So I finally went back to the doctors. I went back to Johns Hopkins and asked them about it, and they say, oh, we see cases like yours all the time. That means when they did the surgery, they didn't get all of it out. So you need to have some hormone treatment because your PSA is now over 2,000. And most people think your PS can't go up that high, but mine was one of the highest ones around. And then I had to take this hormone treatment, and those needles and things that you had to take were kind of rough for me. I always got an infection from that, and the doctor used to say, "You're the only one we ever had to have infection from that." So they had to give me some antibiotics even before I even took that shot. But 2 weeks after that, that still didn't work. It went down, but things began to get better. The doctors did the best they could do and all that, but I give all my cures to God. But because I know without Him, I wouldn't be here. Yeah, so I just count everything a blessing, and I just thank Him for this, taking me on this road. Because if I didn't have this cancer, I probably would never open up my company. My company, Aaron Pest Control, I opened it up after I was working with Oregon Pest Control, and I had so many jobs to do every day. I know I couldn't do all those jobs like I used to do, and so while I was recovering, I prayed about it, and the Lord said it's time. And so I opened up my own business, and I named it after my grandson. And it's still going on today. And about a few weeks from now, I'll be 75 years old. And I just thank God for how He continues to bless me. And I just ask all of y'all, continue to don't look always to the doctors for everything, but remember God is in control. Thank you.